Hi everyone, it's Leona with Leona's Designs. I thought I would come on today and give you a look at this new journal I'm creating. I am participating in the 100 Days of Junk Journal Pockets that Cindy A. Lewis is doing on her YouTube channel. And she started this month, and right now we're on day 10. I thought it would be a great way to learn how to make different pockets for our journals. And so I decided to get her printout. She has a PDF printout of I believe it's 102 pockets available on her Ko-fi site. Right now, today is the last day for a discount, but otherwise it's $10 for 102 pockets instructions. And then every day on her channel, she's doing a tutorial of how to make a pocket. So you wouldn't have to get the PDF. You could just watch her channel every day. She has the instructions there. She does a tutorial. So it's a very easy tutorial to follow because these pockets are all very easy pockets. They don't take much time at all unless you want to really decorate them up yourself. But they're very simple. And so I decided to do this and make my own idea book journal so that I would make a pocket every day and then I would put it in this journal as a sampler so I could go back and have the instructions plus have an actual pocket that I could look at and decide if that was the one I wanted to use or go over how it looks and how I might want to make it in the future. So I created this journal, excuse me, out of a old hardcover book. I just took some of the pages out of it and I left enough pages in it to where I could put one pocket every day, and then also put the instructions. And I think it turned out very well. I just glued some pieces of scraps that I had in my material bin. They're just triangles, and I just glued them on the front to make this little pattern. And then this is Cindy's, part of Cindy's PDF that I printed for the cover, and then I put some lace on the spine, and I just left the back blank. And then on the inside, I put a little tuck spot here, and then this is part of her PDF, which says 100 Days of Junk Journal Pockets, and then she did have a contents for each day's pocket, and so I printed out the context, the table of contents, and glued that in these front pages so that I could easily, find a pocket I might want and then just flip to it. Once I get this book done, I'm hoping I will be able to do all 100 pockets. That's my goal anyway. So the table of contents is like 4 pages, and then this is my first pocket that I made. Get a little closer. So what I'm doing is I'm writing out the name of the pocket, and I printed out a little page of numbers from 1 to 100 that I'm putting on each page. So this is the first one. It's just a simple folded pocket, and I embellished all of them. So there's actually 2 pockets here. And then I put the instructions in the back of the pocket. And these are the instructions that you get if you print out the PDF. You get the materials needed, the instructions, and then tips how to use them. But you can also go to her website and get the same information. Excuse me. So I'm going to just kind of quickly show you the first 9 pockets I made. And then I'm going to create the 10th pocket on this video with you. So this is a really cute pocket. It actually looks like a little blouse or a shirt. And I do have another idea for this pocket that I'm going to do a video on in the future. And then there's a corner tuck pocket, which is just a simple triangle in the corner with tucks. And then double tag pocket, very simple pocket with two pockets. And then if you glue it in with the 3 sides, you actually have a 3rd pocket. And then a top loading pocket, just a simple pocket. I added another little piece here to make it a double pocket. And then the library card pocket, looks like a library card. You can leave it open here in the back. I was going to put my instructions, but they're too wide, so I just stuck them in here. Then there's a V pocket, very simple. And all of these I just glued down with 3 sides so that I could have that back pocket. And then a zigzag pocket, which is really cute. I tacked this down with a little piece of Velcro, and it opens up. Got 2 little pieces of ephemera in here, this tuck pocket, and then you can also tuck something in up here. It's not very big, but you could make it bigger. This I went according to her instructions for size, but obviously you could make it bigger. And then I just tacked it back down with Velcro. And then I did leave it open in the back for the instructions. And then this was the envelope flip pocket. I used a junk mail envelope for this. And I thought this was a really neat one. It has openings on the side. And I used a window and junk mail envelope, so got the window there. So that one did take me a little longer because I did a lot of work on it. But I really like it. And I know it's one in the future I will want to use, so I have the instructions and I have the prototype. And then a slanted side pocket is pretty easy. It's just like another big tuck spot. So those are the first 9 pockets. I'm going to do the 10th pocket now today, which is a window pocket with vellum. And I'm going to put it on this page. And I'm just going to, I think, either paint this page some or distress ink it enough to cover up some of this text, because I did glue cardstock on this side and the page is pretty sturdy. So I'm going to set this aside now, and I will get my materials out to make the pocket number 10. I will leave a link in the description box below to Cindy's YouTube. If you want to go over there and check her channel out, and maybe perhaps purchase her PDF for the 100 Days of Pockets. I think you would really enjoy it, and if you make an idea book like I did, it would be very useful in the future. She does have another video showing how she made an idea book using binder, but I had already made this, so but her idea for using a binder is a good idea too. So I will be right back. I'm going to get my supplies out and we'll make that 10th pocket. Okay, I've got everything ready here. I've got some distress ink. I've got my little title for my pocket page. I got my number 10. And I've got the instructions. And the instructions, she suggests using cardstock or pattern paper 5 by 6 inches or larger. I chose the 5 by 6 because that will fit on my journal page. And she's also suggesting vellum for the pocket part or the window part. So I happen to have a piece of vellum, but you could also use like plastic packaging or some other type of see-through plastic just to make your window. So for making my window, I'm going to have my pocket this way, and I'm going to trace around this to make my pocket this size, my window pocket. I'm going to do that on the back just so I can see better. I think I'll just do it like this right here. And I'm just going to trace around that with a pencil. I think it's even. And then I will cut it out either with a scissors or my craft knife. What she did was, I thought was very clever, was she cut a line down the middle, and then a line this way, and then a line this way. Didn't get that very even. And a line this way. And that helps you cut it out better. So I'm going to see if I can cut this with my scissors. Yes, it makes it very easy to cut now. It's all these little triangles. So I think this is a great idea to make this idea book. I've often thought of doing one before because I watch a lot of videos on YouTube for creating things in journals, and then when it comes time to create a journal page, I can't remember. I have a list of things, but sometimes I forget exactly how I created them. So I think this idea book will come in very handy because I can just look in there, see the kind of pocket I want, go to the page, get the instructions, and see the exact one that I made before. So I think it'll be very helpful for me. And I thought maybe it would be for you too. And today, if you want to get that discount, I believe it's a 20% off discount. You can go to her Ko-fi page right now and get that today. But if you miss out on that, it's still not that much money for the PDF if you want to get that. But you can watch her videos, like I said before, and she does have the instructions there. Okay, so now we need to cut a piece of vellum a little wider than our cutout here. So I think I'm gonna cut right there, right there. Sorry. Sorry for my voice. It seems like every time I make a video, my voice gets scratchy. I don't know why that is. Let's see, where's that other mark? I made 2 marks. There it is. I was watching a video the other day. I forget who it was, but she was saying she had the same problem. Every time she started a video, her voice would get froggy. And I'm like, yeah, that's what happens to me. Okay. So there, I'm going to glue this down. I think I'll probably use my wet glue. This is just clear gel tacky glue. And I'm going to just, gotta get something to glue on. And I'm just going to glue around the edges. Hopefully the glue will cooperate. Kind of hard to see the edges. Okay, I think I got it. Hopefully I didn't get too much glue there. Get this on here evenly. I think that'll be pretty good. Just gonna put a little more here to tack it down. Okay. And now we have our window pocket. Now you can embellish it. I think I'm going to glue some lace around here and get my page ready to glue it on there. And I will only glue 3 sides, I think. It's going to cover up a lot of this text, so I think what I'll do is just use the distressed ink around. Now you could put a image here that would show through when you took your ephemera out. I'm going to put it farther down, right there. And, you know, depending what you put in there. I'm going to play around with it, and then I'll come back and show you the end result. Okay, well, I got my page done. I chose to make this vellum pocket with just an image in it. I glued the image behind it. I didn't make it as a tag to flip in and out. I could have done that either on the top or the side. But I liked this image, so I just decided to glue it in there. I did leave it open at the top where I could put my instructions behind there. And I just kind of decorated the page to cover up the text a little bit. So I'm really happy with it. And I have a good sample now with instructions that I can go back and refer to whenever I need to. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I do plan to do a total flip through of this whole journal after the 100 days are up. And I'm hoping I will be able to complete those 100 days. I will link Cindy's video, as I said. And if you want to go check that out, even if when you're watching this video, you come upon it too late to get that discount, I still think it's a good deal. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again soon for another video. Bye-bye. Have a great day.